You're welcome back to my platform once again. So you can see what we have here. So in today's class, learn how to make this beautiful bubu gown. So let's quickly get started. So we have our required materials here. So what I have here is 6 years of African print. I'll be working with 4 years. So it's 45 inches length, and the length of the bubu we're working with is 60 inches. Okay, so I'll be folding it vertically. Okay, so I will place it this way. So I'll be working. You can see the African print I have here. That's Ankara I have here, the pattern. So this is how I'll be working with to avoid that short length. Okay, because it's a bubu gown. So place 60 inches. But for a tall lady, you should be working with 63, 65 inches length because it's a bubu gown. So I'm done cutting out the 60 inches length that we'll be working with. But for a tall lady to work with 65 inches. So into fold now. So pin it this way. So this is the side seam side. That is side seam. So let me adjust my camera. So the neck weight is 2.5 inches because it's direct to the fabric. So the neck depth is 4 inches. Okay, because it's not for me, it's for a client. So first, explain the plates. If you want to work with the bubu with shoulder plates, so find the shoulder line 2 inches before your shoulder line. Decide to work with 3 inches, but what we have here is total of 24 inches into fold. So the sleeve area that is opening is 10 inches, but for a bigger person to work with 12 inches. Okay, so this is the neck weight. So we want to cut it out, but we'll be cutting with the back neck depth is 1 inch. So we connect this way because into fold there we have both front and back panel together here. So open it this way. So I want to explain the pleat method first. So you have seen the introduction, it's not pleat method. So this is the neck depth with V shape. You decide to work with round neck line, all depend on your preference. So cut this part. So remember, seam allowance, everything is here. So that's why you should be careful while cutting your neck weight. So 2 inches, you open it. Though I've done tutorial on this, so I'll be dropping the link as well. So open it. Sorry, my pen obstructing me. So pleat it this way, which will be stitching straight to the end part. These 2 inches I marked, you can see. On pin, so removing the pins for better view, so you can see it better now. You plait this way. So the pattern, that is your fabric, also matters. Make sure if you are working with the African print with pattern this way, maintain that so it will come out well. Yes, so those are things you should consider while working on your plate. But you could decide to work with dotches as well, plain dotches. Yes, comes out well too. So plait this way, trying to maintain this pattern, but it's not for me, it's for a client, so I won't be working with plates. So plates, so these 2 inches I'm holding is where you will just stitch straight to the M part. So if you want to watch detail, sewing tutorial on this, just click on the link below. Okay. Sorry, searching for my pins. So you pin, if possible, iron. Yes, give it a very nice press to have the grain line so it will be straight when you are done stitching. So you plait to this part as well, to the back panel, this way. With this, you don't need shoulder cut out. Yes, you don't need shoulder cut out. Okay, so you could decide to cut a plain fabric on this part to stitch on it. Yes, cut out, let's say, 3 inches width, and the length will be 120 inches. Yes, from the end part of the back to the end part of the front panel. Okay, so just stitch on it, weave it. So you stitch, you flip to your sleeve area, you know, so you can work on that as well. So this is it. You can see how beautiful it is. It's not for me, it's for a client. I would have preferred this plate. Camera isn't doing favor at all. This part came out very beautiful. But I won't be working with this. So you will just do the same thing on the other part. You decide to work with 2 steps. That is 2 plates. Yes, 2 steps. All depend on your preference. So I want to cut out the shoulder line. I won't be working with plates. My own is front facing. You have seen the instruction already. So cut it out this way to create our facing. Yes, we need to cut our facing to aim our neck line, front and back neckline. For shoulder slant, I'll be doing that while stitching. Should know this by now, shoulder slant. So this is the back panel to fold now. Okay, so I want to cut the back panels facing the back panel. So here we are, using the same fabric. I still have fabric left. So place it this way. So the neck width here is 2.5 inches. So by the time I finish sewing, I'll be having 3 inches neck width. Okay. So the facing, decide to make it curve this way, square, all depend on your preference. So cut it out this way. Try to cut with the curve. It's optional, okay? So let me put this aside. Open it this way, you can see. So this is the facing for the back panel. So the facing for the front panel is a plain crepe. So make sure you iron to have the grain line. It's very important. So the pin that I used for the plate shoulder, bubu shoulder plate, still there. So I had to patiently remove it. So my facing will be straight, and I'm done tracing it out. So this is my facing. Because it's crepe, I'll be adding hair stay. I'll be adding hair stay so it won't stretch, so it will relax when I'm through. So we side to end under bust, waist, bust line, all depend on your preference. But this is waist line. So the weight as well is optional, okay? So connect this way to this part. We try to make it V as well. So it's optional, okay? So I'll be cutting out this into two. Yeah, into two pieces. So one will be standing as the facing. Because it's crepe, I need to stitch, okay? I need to add hair stitch and turn it to the right side. I'll flip it this way for better view. So we want to cut the neck depth. So shoulder slant is optional as well because it's African print and is the original one, so it can easily drop on its own. Okay, so this is the neck, the facing line, the weight on the shoulder line. Place the shoulder line, connect this way. So I will cut it out. Working with these fringe trims at the end part of our facing. So I will cut out the facing. So I have to add seam allowance. It's not straight here. I'll be blending it properly. So this is it. I'll be cutting it into two. Okay, I've said that before. So I have to open the front panel. So we stitch this on the wrong side and flip it to the right side. That is how it's done. But if back facing, you stitch on the right side and flip inside to the wrong side. Okay, so I'll be adding hairstay. So the trims fringe we'll be working with is this. Okay, so you decide to trim it as well to make it V. That is the fringe. Yes, you can do that as well. Just to be creative, that is all. So I've traced out the second piece. I'll open it this way. I will take it to my iron table to add hairstay to it. And when I'm done adding hairstays, I will stitch on the both sides. I won't stitch on the neck area and the shoulder line. Okay. Here, end part, and show you guys. So I'm free, you can see hairstay I added because it's crepe, it stretches. So this is it. I'm only left to the shoulder line and the neck depth. Okay, so place it on the wrong side of our fabric. Yes, you place on the wrong side of your fabric to stitch the neck line, then flip it to the right side, as you can see. So make sure you place it properly. But before doing all this, make sure you iron. Okay, so check, should be done on the wrong side. So I will flip it to the right side. So I've done ironing. You can see how neat it is now. So I will pin it, okay, to make sure when stitching it don't shift. Okay, it has to be straight. So measure to find out the shoulder line, stitch to flip it to the right side. So let's check. So let me do that. Okay, so pin as well. So I'm through stitching it. Okay, so I have to trim out the neck area notch. First, remove the pins. So you flip to the right side. But the back panel, you stitch on the right side, flip to the wrong side if it's inner facing. So I want to quickly notch. So decide to top stitch as well. But while top stitching, it should be on the fabric part. So trim out this part. Mistakenly stitch on this part. So I will cut it this way. Trim it this way. So by the time I iron it, it will last properly. So if you want to top stitch, is this way to the fabric side, not on the facing parts. So these are front parts. So you can see how beautiful it is. It's really simple. So make sure you adjust it properly. Okay. So the next thing to do is to take it to my machine to stitch all around. Okay. So this is the back panel. I had to clearly explain this as well. Open it up this way. This is the right side. So stitch on the right side and flip it to the wrong side, top stitch. But I'll be using overlocking machine to weave my facing. So I will just top stitch once. So we decide to use hemming gum as well to iron so it will last properly. Okay. So this is it. I will stitch and show you guys. So I'm done stitching the back panels. I have to notch. So I made like a form of square now. Yes, not a round curve. So this part is option as well. So notch this part So by the time I iron it will relax properly. So you decide to top stitch as well. Okay. So you can see I'm done weaving it. You can see how it is. I only stitch on it, iron it on the wrong side. So this is the right side, okay? We'll do this on the wrong side. You can see. So I'm done stitching this part. So this other part, I won't be adding top stitching on my neck area for the front panel. That is front panel, yeah. So I won't be doing that. So I want to make sure the neck weight meeting each other. Remember, my front facing is crepe. So that is why I added edge stay to it to give it that stability. Okay. So I will be taking to my ironing table. So I will place hemming gum in between my fabric and the facing. So I to stick. So I'm done. So I've only stitched this way. So this is, you can see how stable it is now on the end part. So I'm done on this part. I had to introduce my fringe, trims, fringe. So I'll placing it into two, that is double. Okay, this way. So it will be full. Yes. So I'll place it. Make sure it's the last. Then I'll cut out this part. Place it properly. So the end part, the rough edge, they send it in. This other part, I will send it in as well. So you could try to stitch on this separately. Yes, first, before you introduce to the fabric, if you know you cannot control it. Okay, but mine will be pinning it this way. Pin it this way. Make sure it's straight. You can see. I will stitch. Sorry, I will pin it. Looking for my pin. So I will take it to my sewing machine and stitch this way. Show you guys. So I'm done. You can see how beautiful it is. My camera wasn't well positioned. I'm sorry about this part. So this is the back panel. Place it this way. Place it this way to stitch to the end part. This way. Stitch, show you guys. So we are done. How beautiful it is. It came out very beautiful, guys. So I'll weave it with my overlocking machine. Okay. So I will be using my plain crepe on the sleeve area, though this part is optional. So I decided to work with 11 inches, okay, to make it free. Remember, it's bubu. So you could start to just hem this your round sleeve area, but I want to add this plain fabric on this part as well. You have seen the tradition already, so I will notch this part to know the length of the round sleeve measurement we're working with. So I'll open it up this way, flip in this way. To be sure, you have to cross check king. So notch this part. So send it in this way. For those that just want to hem it, okay, once hemming, but advise your hemming should be at least 2 inches width because it's bubble. Okay, so pin it, stitch this way. So hem it this, send it in this way as well. Stitch by at least 2 inches width. So I'm just using it for illustration. Okay, so this is it. Pin it down to this part. Sorry for the noise. uh, this is it. For mine, I'll be cutting out this plain fabric. So I've cut out 2 inches here. So I'm using overlocking machine to weave it. I have to unpin this, flip it this way. Okay, stitch with 1/2 inch. Okay, so through. You can see how beautiful and neat it is. But I'll be using my overlocking machine, that's sewing and weaving machine, to stitch the side seam, that is to close it. Yes. So place it this way. That is 5 threads. So place it, mark with 1 inch or 2 inches to the hem part. So I will just stitch this way on both sides. Just see this one as well, and to the end part as well. So I'm through, you can see. So I use my sewing and weaving machine. That's 5 threads machine. You can see I'm done. So I'm just trying to trim out the unwanted thread this way. So flip it to the right side. So please find it interesting, like, comment, share, okay? And please, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. So this is it. You try to fix a pocket. The pleats part, for those that are working with pleats, shoulder line, and see how beautiful it is as well. So please, I'll be introducing my purchase, yes, but before then, to hem the hem parts, that's the hem line. So I'll trim out this part, areas with shortage, trim it to make sure it blends properly. So I will take it to my overlocking machine, weave it all around, then hem this part and show you guys. These are you do that at least 2 inches or 1.5 inches all round. But pin the first step to give you clue on how to maintain your line if your fabric is not ironed. Yes, so pin all round. Okay, if possible, iron it, comes out more beautiful. So I'm done. You can see how beautiful it is. So for the embellishment is options. I use my leftover trimmings. Yes, so I just cut it, okay, to use and embellish it. So you can see how beautiful it is. I use gum, yes, to work on this part. So please find it interesting, like, comment, share, and please, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. I love you all. God bless you all. Bye.